Canadian tourists were responsible for about $20 billion in spending last year. A portion of that right here in the Erie region. But those numbers are now expected to decline this year. Reporter Nicole Lee joins us now in the control room with much more on that. Nicole.
That's right, Sean. Political tension and economic upheaval is having an impact on tourism between Canada and the United States. And Erie businesses are already feeling the sting. It's not uncommon to see a Canadian flag flying alongside Old Glory in Erie. But our neighbors to the north are making less trips here as of late.
In February, the three bridges up in western New York for Canadians to come across was down about 15% in cross-border traffic. That's coming from Canada to the U.S.
The president of Visit Erie says a promotional campaign they ran in January provided a foreshadowing of what was to come, or rather who was not to come.
The comments we were getting back were not good. We're not coming.
Scott Enterprises confirms that travel from Canada was down 21% during the Canadian spring break at both Splash Lagoon and Peak and Peak. The executive director of hotel operations says overall, since the start of the year, their Canadian guests are down 5 to 8%.
We got a few surveys back from Splash Lagoon when they traveled here, stating that whenever things change with the current economic situation, they would be back more often.
When they're only getting 60 cents on their dollar, that certainly makes vacationing cross-border in the U.S. far more expensive.
But there's more.
It's fueled too by the political situation too as well. We're hearing that too from our guests. They flat out say once that changes, we'll be back in full force.
According to Visit Erie officials, the Mill Creek Mall has not seen a decline in tour buses from Canada. The hope is tax-free shopping will lure Canadians back in spite of political tensions. Sean?
And Nicole Lee in the control room tonight.